for the NASCAR Open Wheel Modified A main. This should be good. It's Mitch Keeter out of Joplin, Missouri in 1, and Josh Angst out of Winona, Minnesota in 99, the front row. Then it's Steve Holzcamper out of Gentry, Arkansas in 5, and Jesse Willard out of Mound City, Kansas in 40. Row 3 will be Cody Schneep out of Wichita on the 21C inside. Chase Sig out of Ayola on the outside in 18 junior. Row 4 inside will be Jeremy Chambers out of Parsons, Kansas in 17, and Tanner Mullins out of Wichita in 02. Row 5 will be Jake Tim out of Winona, Minnesota in 49. Dean Willie out of Warrensburg, Missouri in 68. Then it'll be Billy Vogel out of West Fargo, North Dakota in 4. And Terry Schultz out of Sedalia, Missouri in 90. Then it's Colson Kirk out of Urbana, Missouri in 5. J.C. Morton out of Springdale, Arkansas in 18. Andy Jones out of Princeton, Minnesota in 73. Bryce Schneep out of Wichita in 21B. Jim Body out of Diamond, Missouri in 71. Jason Schill out of Centuria, Wisconsin in 1. Kevin Newell out of Wichita in 22. And Tad Davis out of Mount Oak, Kansas in 75. 20 laps, 800 to win. Here come the NASCAR Open Wheel Modifieds.
Best one you got, so I can put it up. I took a bunch.
Down the back straightaway, Mitch Keeter looking to go back-to-back. Boy, if Mitch would have just gone to victory lane Thursday night, he'd be in line for that Whitworth Construction bonus. After finishing second on Thursday night, he won on Friday night, and he's leading right now. Look out, a wheel cover went screaming in the grandstands here. Looks like it just fell no harm, no foul there. Looks like it's all right. Josh Angst now beginning to run down your race leader, Mitch Keeter. Here it's Keeter. Angst heads up. Holzcamper's around. Look out, Steve. Steve Holzcamper and the 21 of Cody Schneep together. 21C and the 5 got together right here at the flag stand, and around went Steve Holzcamper. Second, let's see if he's got enough to get back by Jesse Willard into second and challenge for the lead. We're back to green. Mitch Keeter back to the race lead in the 1 car. It'll be Keeter down the back straightaway. Then it's Josh Angst, Willard. The 0-2 of Tanner Mullins, and Jake Tim has now cracked the top 10. Tim, remember, started 9th. In that 49, he was Thursday night's winner. So let's see. Is it Keeter or is it Angst, or do we have our third winner in 3 nights? Down the back straightaway, Mitch Keeter, Josh Angst, Tanner Mullins now going to move on to that third spot of the 0-2. He's gone to third. 4th is Willard. 5th is Tim. 6th is 17 of Jeremy Chambers. And you've got Chase Sig, Terry Schultz, J.C. Morton, and Dean Willie rounding out the top 10 right now. Still your leader, Mitch Keeter, in 1. Looks like we got a couple cars turning around over in turn number 2. That's the 5 of Colson Kirk and the 21B of Bryce Schneep got together. We'll slow the action here for the second time. On the list of potential favorites of the King of America now, as well as they've run here this weekend so far. Here we go. Back to green for Mitch Keeter in 1.
$73.
Down the back straightaway, Mitch Keeter will be your leader. He'll drive away just a bit from Josh Angst. Angst down the back straightaway, now down the front straightaway, trying to move a little bit lower on the speedway here to maybe challenge Mitch Keeter up front. It's Keeter in 1, Angst in 99, Mullins in 02, Willard in 40, and Tim in 49. Josh Angst to the bottom, but now Jake Tim to the top. Jake Tim going to try to roll around the outside, see if he can't make up some ground here and move up another couple of spots here. Down the front straightaway, it'll continue to be the 1 of Mitch Keeter. I tell you what a dream weekend for him. Down the front straightaway, it'll continue to be Mitch Keeter, Josh Angst, and still Tanner Mullins. But I tell you what, Jake Tim, here comes Jeremy Chambers as well. Chambers around the top of the racetrack as well, trying to run towards the front of the field. But Mitch Keeter has driven away from Josh Angst a bit. He's got about a 6-car length advantage. Now we've got one around, and the caution is out. That is a 21 car, I believe. That will be Bryce Schneep's 21. Try on Angst now to the bottom. Angst will look to the inside of Mitch Keeter. Keeter will slide all the way to the cushion. He'll blast off turn 2. He'll hang on to the race lead down the back straightaway. Mitch Keeter in 1, Josh Angst in 99. Tanner Mullins now getting racy. Here comes Jake Tim, kind of like we thought. Jake Tim has gone by Jesse Willard to 4th. He's going to work on Mullins now for 3rd. Jake Tim, Thursday night's winner, a brand new MB Custom race car for Jake here this weekend. And he has moved out of the 4th spot in 49. So it's Keeter, then it's Angst. Jake Tim trying to wrestle his way to a podium finish here, but Mullins hanging on to it in 02. Down the front straightaway, halfway through this one, it's Mitch Keeter, Josh Angst, Tanner Mullen, Jake Tim, and still Jesse Willard hanging on to the top 5. Terry Schultz is now there. Schultz taking a look to the back bumper of the 40 car of Willard as they are battling for a 5th spot, but boy, oh boy, oh boy, Mitch Keeter is awfully good here this afternoon. Mitch Keeter, Josh Angst, Tanner Mullen, Jake Tim, and Jesse Willard. And it's Terry Schultz, the 17 of Jeremy Chambers, the 18 of J.C. Morton. Good run for J.C. Morton. Started outside of the 7th row. He started 14th, and he is up to 7th. So J.C. Morton, that PCD race car, rolling around the top of the Hummer. Tell you who else looking good. The 20th starting Tad Davis 75 car is into the top 10. Tad Davis is up to 8th right now in 75. So Davis started 20th. He's up to 8th. J.C. Morton started 14th. He's up to 7th. Those two guys trying to rally from the tail. A little bit of contact with the front straightaway wall here for Cody Schneep as we circle back to the front of the field here. The 1 car of Mitch Keeter continues to lead. 15 laps in and 5 to go. Still Keeter, Angst, Mullins, Tim, and Jesse Willard. Mitch Keeter, Josh Angst rolling around the Hummer here in the middle of the top groove. Then it's Tanner Mullins, Jake Tim. Jesse Willard continuing to hold off Terry Schultz here for a top 5 finish on the final afternoon here at the Battle at the Bull Ring. Coming up to the 17 lap in the book mark with 3 to go. Jesse Willard with trouble here. Oh, look out, heads up, turn number 4, Jesse Willard. Caught the outside turn 4 wall with his right front. And that will change things as Willard having a good run here. He was sitting in the top 5. Mitch Keeter in 1. Back to green we go. Terry Schultz, Tad Davis, and Billy Vogel now going to try to roll around the middle of the top of the racetrack. Everybody else has gone to the bottom side. Mitch Keeter going to slide all the way across the racetrack one more time. He'll continue to lead with 3 to go. Down the back straightaway, Keeter, Angst, Mullins, Timms, now Tad Davis. Davis and Schultz side by side. That's for 5th. Remember, Tad Davis started 20th. Started dead last on the field. Let's see if he can complete a worst to top 5 run here with 2 to go. Down the back straightaway, Mitch Keeter in 1, Josh Angst in 99. Tanner Mullen, Jake Tim, Terry Schultz. 75 of Davis and the 4 of Vogel. Still a good battle there. White flag will fly. One more lap around for the NASCAR Modified A main with a 1 to go. Mitch Keeter, a near perfect weekend. If it wouldn't have been for Jake Tim the other night, Mitch Keeter would have swept the weekend. He's going to go into 3 and out of 4. Your Sunday Humboldt Modified winner, Mitch Keeter in 1. There it is, your NASCAR Modified A main to the checkered. Top 5 will look this way. 5th will go to Terry Schultz in 90. 4th will go to Jake Tim in 49. Tanner Mullins will come home 3rd in 02. Josh Angst will come home 2nd in the 99. And his 2nd win of the weekend out of Joplin, Missouri. The Pete Salvage Hillman Race Engine GRT race cars. And Mitchell's Mobile One, sponsored number 1, as we said, out of Joplin, Missouri. Your winner, Mitch Keeter in 1.
Man, you got to be wondering, 10th to 2nd that first night, just missed that $500 bonus, but what a weekend for this car.
Yeah, it's been great. I've run racing here for 5 or 6 years and never won one. Just been a good weekend. Everything's going my way and got a little luck on my side, and I'm doing what I can with it. It's working good.
Talked a little bit about it on night number 2 when you won the feature event. For everybody here that's different that wasn't here that night and everybody online, tell us a little bit about this car because it has some history about why you're running the number 1.
Yeah, a good friend of mine is going through some health issues, and he went with me every weekend for about 10 years, and I just did this tribute car. He can't come with me this year, and Ed Potts is Fast Eddie Potts, as everybody knew him around here. He raced in the area for about 30 years. Won a lot of track championships in the area, so we did it for him since he can't be here.
Congratulations on a super successful, man. What a way to start a season.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Mitch Keeter will be your victor tonight in the modifieds. Chris, stepping back up to you, sir.